to move a motion for consideration of the Constitution Bill 2018.
Sir, I move that the bill further to amend the Constitution of India be taken up for consideration.
The next speaker you are.
Yes, sir. Sir, at the outset, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to you for allowing this particular very important bill to be taken up for consideration. Sir, the OBCs represent about more than 50%, more than half of the country's population, as everybody, all the parliamentarians are aware of it. However, the representation in our parliament has never been what it should have been or what it should be. See, I would like to highlight some of the important facts and figures and bring it to the notice of this august House. Sir, in 1984, the representation in Lok Sabha for OBCs was approximately about 11%. Sir, in 2009, the OBC representation in Lok Sabha was approximately about 18%. Even today, the recently constituted Lok Sabha, the OBC representation is still less than 20%. Sir, further, I would like to bring it to the notice of this august House that out of this 2,400 OBC castes, approximately about 2,200 OBC castes have never represented in the House of the Parliament, both the houses of the Parliament or in the state legislatures. They have, it is shameful to say that they have never even entered into the legislature or Parliament houses, sir. Sir, a majority of the states in India, out of 29 states, majority, significantly large number of the states have got more than 50% of the OBC population. For instance, I can say in undivided Andhra Pradesh, composite Andhra Pradesh, the OBC population, as per the last census, was 50.4%. So similarly, in other states also, the more than half of the population in India is OBCs. Sir, to say one great example, the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, in the recently constituted ministry, has given approximately 60% of the ministerial beds to OBCs, SCs, STs and minorities. Sir, this is nothing but rendering the social justice. Sir, further, the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, has given 5 Deputy Chief Minister posts to SCs, 2 to SCs, 1 ST, 1 OBC and 1 minority, sir. This is the spirit with which I should say the rest of the country, and both in the center as well as the states, should follow in its letter and spirit, sir. That is how even though there is no law enforcing that there has to be 60% reservations to OBCs, SC, STs and minorities, still in Andhra Pradesh, as an example, in the process of rendering social justice, a representation has been given to the extent of 60% to the OBCs and minorities and SC, STs, sir. Sir, this objective of the bill with which I have moved this bill is to give the people belonging to the other backward classes a proportional representation. I would like to reiterate, a proportionate representation in proportion of their population. As I have said, OBCs constitute more than 50%. I say in this regard that more than 50% of the seats, both in Lok Sabha as well as in the state legislature, should be reserved for OBCs, sir. This is the objective with which I have moved this bill, both as well in the Lok Sabha as well as in the state legislatures. Sir, Article 330 and Article 332 of the Constitution of India speak about the reservation for SC, STs in Parliament as well as in the state legislatures. My submission in this regard, my contention in this regard is that the bill extends the provision to the OBC communities also, not only to SC, STs and minorities, but also to the OBCs in proportion of their population, sir. Sir, I call it as a social justice since it will give them an opportunity to stand on the equal footing with that of the forward caste, sir. Sir, there, as I have told, there are 2,400 backward classes in India, out of which 1,400 OBCs castes are still in deep poverty and subject to various social and economic injustice. Therefore, there is a need to render social justice and make a provision for reservations in Constitution, sir. Sir, there has been a lack of measures, and I don't say that there is a systematic effort to deny the reservations to OBCs, but there is a lack of measures to assess the socio-economic conditions of the OBCs. The previous census data and the information about OBCs have been totally and grossly inadequate. Sir, various commissions, sir, commission like Kelkar Committee Commission, which was constituted in 1953, and subsequently Mandal Commission in 1978, both the commissions were appointed by the Parliament for the betterment and upliftment of OBC communities. Sir, these commissions have researched extensively and submitted the report to the Government of India. However, the Kelkar Committee recommendations have never been accepted and never been implemented. But Mandal Commission recommendations, out of 40 recommendations that have been made by the Kelkar Committee, only 2 recommendations have been accepted by the government and they have been implemented. So 38 recommendations have been ignored by the government. So therefore, there is a social injustice that is being caused to the OBCs, sir. Sir, the Mandal Sir, further, sir, I request that 2021, there is again another population census. There, while doing the census in 2021, a detailed questionnaire and study should be made about the OBC community apart from SC/ST community. This would help in assessing their issues in a better way, in a better manner, and while making the policy decisions in regard to the reservations to the OBCs, sir. Sir, the last but one point, like SC/STs have been given the protection under the law, there is an SC/ST Atrocities Act. In the similar manner, even for BCs also, there has to be a protective legislation to prevent the atrocities on OBCs, sir. There is a need to extend the benefit of such legislation because they are subjected to humiliation and harassment. Sir, there are, see, the last point, sir. There is a separate ministry for different categories like SCs, STs, and minorities. However, there is no separate ministry in the case of OBCs. I request your good self to consider, the Government of India, to consider forming a separate ministry for the welfare of OBCs also. Sir, traditionally, all the OBCs, be it whatever be the work they have been doing, they are doing it in most traditional manner, using the good old generation articles, using the spades like and etc., etc. So the skill development department and whatever funds that are being flown towards the skill development should be deployed to improve the standards of and workmanship of OBCs who are engaged in their respective professions, sir. So I therefore request both the national and regional parties to support this bill and provide reservations for OBCs both in Lok Sabha as well as in state legislatures also, sir. I thank you very much, sir. I expect all the members of this August House would support my bill and pass the appropriate legislation. Thank you very much.